A lot of veterans settle for less than they deserve because they don't know their condition can qualify for secondary service connection. I'm Andrew Kuhlenholter, a VA disability attorney with Woods & Woods. Our law firm has helped thousands of veterans navigate their VA disability claims and appeals. Today, I want to walk you through how you can increase your combined rating through secondary service connection. Let's start with the basics. What do we mean when we say service connection? To qualify for VA disability benefits, you need to prove you have a disability and that your disability was caused by your military service. Sometimes the case is pretty straightforward. For example, if you hurt your knees or back during a jump while in airborne school or suffer a traumatic brain injury due to an IED blast, service connection of these types of injuries is known as direct service connection. But not all disabilities and situations are so cut and dry. Many conditions develop indirectly or as a complication of another disease or condition. This is where things can get complicated and where secondary service connection comes in. If you're curious about other types of service connection, check out the links in the description box below. Secondary service connection is when a service-connected disability causes or worsens another condition, making the second condition eligible for service connection and compensation. Here's an example. Let's say a veteran suffered a major fall and injured his back during a deployment in the early 1990s. The veteran is honorably discharged and subsequently service connects his low back injury that occurred in service. He deals with the chronic low back pain the best he can for the next 10 years, but then starts to develop radiculopathy in his lower extremities that his doctor believes was caused by his already service-connected low back injury. In this case, the veteran could claim lower extremity radiculopathy as a secondary condition linked to his already service-connected back disability. Secondary service connection is such a big deal because it's one of the most underutilized ways to maximize your monthly compensation. Too many veterans leave money on the table by not claiming all of their service-connected conditions. Secondary service connection not only builds your combined disability rating, but might also allow you to qualify for schedular total disability based on unemployability, or TDIU. TDIU is a way for veterans who can't work due to their service-connected disabilities to receive compensation at the 100% rate, even if their combined rating is lower than 100%. To initially qualify for schedular TDIU, you need either one service-connected disability rated at 60% or more, or two or more service-connected disabilities with at least one rated at 40% and a combined rating of 70% or higher. Here's a key thing to remember. For purposes of calculating the 60% or 40% required for schedular consideration, the VA will often group certain disabilities together if they're linked to the same cause or affect the same body system. So, if your primary condition causes multiple secondary issues, they might be grouped together and could help you meet the schedular criteria for TDIU. But here's the thing, veterans often don't realize that their current medical problems could be linked to a condition that's already service-connected. At Woods & Woods, we see this all the time. Veterans come to us wanting to increase their rating for one or two conditions, but once we dig into their medical history, we often find several other issues that can be service-connected on a secondary basis. Connecting these extra conditions can mean hundreds of dollars more per month, and in some cases, thousands in back pay. The body is a complex system. When one part breaks down, it can trigger a whole chain reaction. Think of it like dominoes. While many conditions can lead to others, there are a few we see again and again. Let's walk through some of the most common secondary connections. Let's start with psychiatric disorders. Mental health conditions are incredibly common among veterans, and they often go hand in hand with chronic pain and other physical issues. Studies show that chronic pain and psychiatric conditions actually worsen each other. So, if you're service-connected for chronic pain and develop depression as a result of your chronic pain, you could qualify for secondary service connection. GERD, which is short for gastroesophageal reflux disease, is a common condition that may seem harmless but can actually be tied to service in a variety of ways. Veterans, especially Gulf War veterans, are at a higher risk due to exposure to chemicals, toxins, and stress. It can also result from certain medications, physical trauma, and mental health conditions like PTSD. So, if a service-connected condition caused your GERD, you might be owed compensation for both. GERD can also be linked to other issues including Barrett's esophagus, sleep apnea, lung conditions, and dental erosion. If your GERD is already service-connected and led to one of these complications, you may be eligible for secondary service connection there as well. Check the description box for more on GERD. Erectile dysfunction can be tough to talk about, but it's incredibly common. In fact, one study found that veterans are up to 3 times more likely to experience ED than the general population. That's because ED is often linked to both physical and mental health conditions, as well as the medications used to treat them. Common causes of ED include heart disease, high cholesterol, diabetes, mental health disorders, and sleep disorders. Service connection of erectile dysfunction can qualify veterans for special monthly compensation known as SMCK. We've got more information on ED and how to claim it in the links below. According to the VBA's 2024 report, over 1 million veterans receive disability compensation for migraines, making it one of the top 10 most common service-connected conditions. Migraines can stem from PTSD, TBIs, sleep problems, and even cardiovascular issues. If you develop migraines due to another service-connected condition, or if your migraines lead to additional health complications, you could qualify for secondary service connection. More on migraines can be found in the article linked below. To file a secondary claim, here's what you'll need to do. First, you'll have to already be service connected for your primary condition. Next, file a new claim listing the secondary condition. What makes secondary claims a little different is the type of evidence you'll need. Instead of a direct nexus or connection between your current condition and military service, you will need evidence that shows a nexus between your current condition and the primary one. If you want to learn more about what makes a strong nexus letter, we've got content on that too. Just check out the link in the description. Have questions about secondary service connection or VA disability in general? Drop them in the comments below. Some from our team may be able to point you in the right direction. You can also explore our guides and articles in the description below. And if you think your secondary medical issue is related to a primary service-connected condition, you could deserve compensation. Reach out to Woods & Woods for help filing a claim or appealing a decision. Click the contact link in the description or call the number on your screen.